Now, I know this story came out last week, and I apologize for not getting this video to you, but last week was kind of hectic for me. But this woman came out the woodworks, y'all, talking about she is Chris Bassett, Candiace Dillard Bassett from Real Housewives of Potomac's mistress, okay? She sat down and did an interview with Tasha K, where she showed receipts of voice memo conversations with Chris allegedly on Instagram and all of these different things. And she alleged a lot. Okay. Now, in this audio footage that I obtained, shout out to Giorgio Says, his Instagram page, the young lady sounds like she's inebriated in this, but yeah, let's listen to what she got to say, y'all.
Like, only reason why I reached out to you and like sent all that is because when Candiace said to she's so nasty and like she didn't know what even her husband does. You know what I mean? Yeah. Candiace, humble yourself. Cause before you think you have upper hand any woman, you be calling ashy, nasty names and everything. Check your own husband.
Hey, how did you meet him? Did you meet him through the DM?
On Instagram.
Okay.
Instagram. Right?
Okay, and did you message him or did he message you?
He messaged me. I was on Instagram Live, right?
Okay.
And I was like cooking my fried chicken and everything. You know, he's a cook.
Yes.
And he messaged me. He's like, ooh, that fried chicken look very good, just like you. I'm like, okay, all right. And I know he's married. And I sent him like a wiki face.
So when did he message you? How long ago?
Oh, we still messaging. Like,
how long y'all been messaging? I mean, I see the dick pics. I was a little confused.
6 months.
6 months.
You already have Candiace as your wife, but you telling me like you love me and everything. So, all right, let me go to extreme and say, like, all right, let's talk to Tasha K.
So wait a minute. So he told you he loved you?
Yes, ma'am.
Like, how far into y'all talking?
I had an abortion by him. Chris does not like his wife. He does not like her, but he's only there for her because to have a job for her. Like, that's why he's there. And I had an abortion by my baby for no reason because like this. Ooh, I'm pregnant by Candiace's husband. That's a whole nother story. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And yet, if I had that baby, it would have been a whole situation. Like, how could I? And he told me, if you had this baby, she can't be on the show. It'd be a whole situation. You got to get rid of it. And I listened to him, and he doesn't love her. This is a fucking facade. Let's be fucking for real. Real Housewives, all y'all do is lie about your storyline. And you told me you had an abortion, but yet you're still with her? Alright. So maybe I'm being petty talking to you. He really is a good dude. And like, I'll never take that away from him. And he's trying to please her because she wants to have a storyline and she wants to be on this show. But am I not good enough?
How soon after, like, y'all met online did y'all meet up?
3 weeks. And that, you know,
okay.
Had sex.
Did y'all use protection when you had sex the first time?
No. It's not funny. I'm sorry. And then it took another, after that, 4 weeks. And that's why I knew. After the first time, that's how I got pregnant the first time. And that's how I was like this.
You got pregnant the first time y'all had sex?
The first time.
So how far into your pregnancy did you get rid of the baby?
6 weeks.
A mess, right? Yes, that's the same thing I thought when I heard it. Now, she had a lot of good, receipts allegedly that she showed Tasha K with the voice memos allegedly and all of this stuff. And I guess text messages allegedly. And, you know, I was very shocked when I didn't hear a rebuttal from Chris nor Candiace, because, you know, they always will come out saying this is not true, this person is lying, this, that, and the third. I went on Candiace's page and saw that she was still touring and she hadn't posted anything about it or anything. So I was like, is this true? And they just not responding, or they know that this is not real, so they're not responding. I didn't know really what to think or really what to feel, because we didn't really see any proof of anything outside of her talking. Well, shout out to Giorgio Says Again, because he dug a little deeper and found out this information.
All right, I did not forget about this one, and you know how I am. I don't like leaving things uncovered or with too many question marks. So I reached out to this alleged mistress, not because I wanted to bring her on my channel and do all that. I just had some questions for her and really kept it simple. And she did oblige, and we did have a conversation. We actually had a very lengthy conversation. But the information she kept providing was the same information as we know. She's just saying the same thing over and over again. However, she did spend a majority of the time we spoke speaking poorly about Candiace Dillard. And that was a red flag to me, because I was merely asking about the relationship between her and Chris so that I could see if this was a valid story or this was something that was just for the mere sake of attention. But since she's only sending out photos that obviously cannot be reposted because they're private, there were certain things that I was able to spot that I was able to then go back and see if I could validate. So she sent me 2 photos, both with a gentleman who was white, but the builds in both photos of the men were not the same whatsoever. And if I'm honest, neither of the builds looked anything like Chris's build. But then I remembered Chris has a tattoo on his leg, and that should be easy. I mean, with all these private photos and videos she has, she's got to be able to screenshot at least that. That would validate her story. But conveniently, when I asked her for just a screenshot of one of his legs, you got to have that. You sent me everything else. She said, no, I don't have a pic of that tattoo. Fine. Well, one of the photos has a gentleman who has a tattoo on his right arm, very specific. And I even asked about the said tattoo. And while I'm asking her about this design of a tattoo that's on the gentleman in the photo she sent me that she alleged was Chris, I then went scouring looking for topless photos of Chris. Sorry, Chris. So I went back to season 3 of Real Housewives of Potomac, episode 3 for exact, where Monique is throwing her husband a big birthday party and Chris jumps off the balcony. You guys may remember that. But notice there's no tattoo. And there's him jumping off. That's the other arm. So again, no tattoo. But this is where this confirms it for me. She says it's a tattoo he got in his 20s when he was with friends. It has faded. It's supposed to represent his first daughter. So I reached out to Chris to validate if maybe he did have arm tattoos at one point. Maybe he lasered them off. I don't know. So I asked him and he said, I have no arm tattoos.
Well, so there you have it. It seems like what this lady is saying isn't true. There really is no specific evidence that people have been shown that would say that what she's saying is true. So Chris is in the clear, you know. So if you saw this story circulating on the blogs and the internet or whatever, so far it doesn't seem like what this lady is saying is true. She seems like she might just be a bitter fan or something like that. Now people were commenting in Giorgio Says his comments that Chris was liking this girl's pictures. But that doesn't really mean anything, you know what I'm saying? So as of right now, until we get any other proof, Chris is off the hook, child. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Do y'all believe this lady? Do y'all not believe it? Let me know. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.